Good morning, everyone. Today is the Monday and it's the start of a super exciting week. If this is the first time when you're watching my videos, my name is Dari. I'm studying for MBA in entrepreneurship now in New York, and I'm an international student, but right now I'm in San Francisco. And the thing is that I got accepted in the Silicon Valley Fellowship. Basically, in 5 days, you get a glimpse of life in Silicon Valley and San Francisco, how people work here in both big tech companies as well as small startups. I cannot even describe how excited I am. I think it will be super cool. Today we have a more or less free day. It's actually already quite late. It's around 1 p.m. because I'm doing marketing internship right now. So I was working remotely in the morning, but I cannot definitely just stay at home and not going to explore the city. The weather is looking so nice. So let's go for a walk in San Francisco, and tomorrow we're gonna start the program. Let me start by showing you the hotel I booked for the week. It's called Hotel the Arts. It was one of the most affordable options located in the central area, and even though the room was a bit small but still very cozy, so I would definitely recommend it. Also, my friend Casey joined me for this trip to San Francisco as he had a job interview in California, which I was so happy about as it's much funnier going with your friend. It was time for breakfast. I was so hungry. So we found this super cute bakery with so many, like thousands of very good reviews called Artsy Code. And we took Mediterranean sandwich. It was so unique. There was like aioli garlic sauce, ham, and actually pieces of sea salt. The combination was so good. I put it 8 out of 10. And now for a dessert, it's a chocolate almond croissant. In the beginning, I started thinking that it might be a bit too sweet, but the chocolate is dark, so it's not like too much sweet. I think it's going to be quite a heavy dish. I would put it probably 7 out of 10. I don't know, maybe I'm a regular croissant girl, but still it was a great choice. I would recommend. And now let's finish coffee, croissant, and go for 2 hours walk. I just realized that 2.5 years ago I was living in Dubai, and as there were not many places to walk, what I really like, I was just walking in a gym and a treadmill. And there was a screen with San Francisco views, and that was the time when I was just started applying for universities in USA. I wasn't accepted anywhere in that time, and I was actually walking right next to the city hall and this screen on the treadmill in the gym. And how life is funny, like 2.5 years after, I actually was walking right next to it. And let it be a reminder, guys, that your dreams can come true and your goals as well.
Lightning shows my weakness, the thunder knows my secrets. The storm is like a brother, it knows me like no other. So let it rumble, let it roll, cause it's all I know.
San Francisco is so beautiful. Definitely probably my most favorite city in the US. What do you think, Casey?
It's nice. It's not New York, but it's nice.
Oh, come on. It's super pretty and the weather is so perfect right now. Unfortunately, we've been here last summer and now you could see more homeless comparing to last August, but you can also see like the government's trying to clean the city, like it doesn't smell anyhow. But these views, I can definitely see myself living here.
This is a big patch of nature, actually,
Yeah.
in the middle of San Francisco.
Not
Quite interesting.
amazing. This is so beautiful. I'm really sad that New York City doesn't have places like that. Guys, just look at that.
Like a super glue, you put me together when I was broken too. Fireworks in the dark, superstar, you're all I wanna see. Oh, I just can't believe how much you got my heart. You are a shooting star, some things make sense to me.
So right now we're at the Ghirardelli hot chocolate and ice cream parlor, or Yeah, I think that's what they call it. We got the world famous sundae. It's huge. It's probably like good for 4 people, and it's a whole thing. Like it was absolutely beautiful. I think there's a video of it from the start, and like you can go absolutely deep and like get a whole spoonful.
We finished just the half and we cannot do it anymore. But worth trying. So I'm a bit confused. This is the price of one ice cream tax, okay? Then San Francisco half. Please let me know what does it mean. Are we paying for like half insurance of the workers or what? And Carl the folk arrived to the city, so you cannot see the gate anymore. Later we took a walk along the waterfront and of course visited the famous Pier 39 with these adorable kitties. And after that we headed right back to the hotel to get some rest.
Hey Dasha, my luggage is pretty shitty compared to this. Yours is nice. Where'd you get it?
It's actually the brand called Leviate Cases.
Ooh, it looks amazing. Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like it. Super high quality, very spacious, and by the way, there is a lifetime warranty on them in case something happens, covering any functional damages such as the wheels or zippers.
Ooh, I think I'm gonna get one.
Well, in fact, Casey got very lucky. I decided to give him my old suitcase because I got a brand new one from Leviate. And of course, I immediately had to test it out. So I went on a few trips this spring to Boston, Los Angeles, and we are back to San Francisco. And this city, it's all about going uphill, downhill, turn on every corner. So you definitely need to have a very good suitcase so it won't break along the way. And Leviate once again proved that it's worth every single penny. I think my new suitcase perfectly fit into San Francisco's vibe. It's bright, modern, and full of character, just like the city itself. And it survived all the roads and hills by walking around, so bonus points for durability. And with Dari 10 discount code, you get a 10% off of your first purchase, so check out the link to Level 8 in the description of this video. And now let's come back to our exciting week in San Francisco. Early in the morning, I headed to the meetup point for our fellowship team this season. We got to know each other and then went straight to Silicon Valley, and the views along the way were just breathtaking. The nature there is something else. Our first stop was at Chapter Muller, where we had a session on the legal side of launching a startup, and honestly, super useful info for my project. Then we had a quick lunch break and made our way to Menlo Park for a meeting with the Crosslink Capital to learn more about how fundraising works through VC firms. And yep, in Silicon Valley you can even find notebooks made out of stone. Why not, right? We finished our day with a visit to NVIDIA's headquarters in Santa Clara, and wow, that place is on the whole another level. I've never been to such huge office before. Guys, would you like to work in the place like that? It looks amazing. Well, I definitely would love to work there. It's a day number 2 of the fellowship. To be honest, I'm already getting tired because I'm also doing my internship work. I'm doing marketing internship right now in New York. And I'm waking up at like 5 something. I'm tired, but today it's gonna be a crazy day. About that, I will share later, but we actually started the day at the Salesforce Tower, where we visited the WeWork office. There, we listened to a talk by the founding product manager of Turing, as well as Eric, the founder of Silicon Valley Fellowship.
I think this is what like is really, really special. It's not really like the place, but I think it's more about like the mentality, the community that there is like here in Silicon Valley.
Now we have a short lunch break. The office was fantastic. My friends, if you've been in San Francisco, you need co-working space. I checked on the internet. It says it starts in the day pass from $55. I don't know how much it's going to be when you're going to take a look at this, but it was an amazing experience. Here we are in Salesforce Park right now. I took a quick Caesar salad for lunch, and now we are going to Google. I am so excited. Let's get started. Working at Google has been my childhood dream since ever I watched the internship movie, so I was beyond excited to finally visit their office. And what I saw there didn't disappoint. A parking lot for electric scooters, tons of cafes and food zones, dozens of coffee options, their own cooking studio, art studio, and even Back to the Future car. I expected nothing less. We had a great conversation with some of the employees about what's like to work there, and yes, I had a lot of questions, so who knows, maybe one day I will be part of the team. The trains are so short here, I've never seen it. Our final stop of the day was a visit to the startup we founded. Their office was very different from Google's, but definitely had its own charm. But unfortunately, I couldn't stay till the end of the session as I had to rush to the airport. My friends, very unexpected turnout, but hello from Chicago. I'm gonna have a very crazy 24 hours. So I'm doing right now this fellowship in Silicon Valley, but my business project that I'm doing with my friend from Kazakhstan actually went to finals of New York business plan competition, and it's gonna be today in Albany, the state of New York, the capital of the state. So I need to fly for one day. That's why I left San Francisco at 10:30 p.m. Now it's 6 in the morning. I'm in Chicago. I have a flight in an hour and a half to Albany. I literally have to run because that was the earliest flight I could take without missing the program the day before. And basically I will be an hour and a half late than I should have come. But my business partner gonna be there. So hopefully I will be allowed to continue, but I'm super excited. I have not slept in the plane at all. I bought coffee bigger than my head, and this is on which I'm gonna survive this trip. But it's gonna be exciting. We'll try to show you a little bit of that, so let's go. Alba and I had a quick run through our presentation, and then I had to get ready. I knew I wouldn't have any time to pull myself together once I got to Albany. I literally had to change clothes in the Uber because the presentations had already started, and I was so rushing to make it in time for our turn. The final round of New York Business Plan competition was held at the Rensselaer Polytech Institute, and luckily I made it just in time.
Judges, if you could just hang around for a few minutes.
We did it!
We made it!
We made it!
Dari, I just flied from fucking California for 7 hours just to be here. Shout out to Daria.
We better win that. And while we were waiting for the judges' decision, let me show you a little bit of the university campus.
So I'm being paid money to say this for an advertisement. This is RPI's quantum computer. It is the only university that has one of these things. It's a very powerful machine that was given to IBM, and we're very lucky to have it.
Okay. Do you like studying in this university?
Yes, I do. I'm very fortunate.
Very
I get a
fortunate.
lot of opportunities that I wouldn't have gotten anywhere else.
That's perfect. Thank you so much, Danya.
Of course. Yes, definitely.
Are you ready?
I hope you feel inspired, energized, and optimistic. The first place winner of Safety Power Mobility is Slice Guard from Hudson.
I decided to go out for a bit to take some fresh air, a drink, not to be so sad. So basically in the competition there were 6 sectors, and there is a first place winner from each sector, and now they are participating between finalists, let's say so, to win the grand prize of 25K. So we didn't get the first place, and that's upsetting, I'm not going to lie. We were hoping to get it, and we were really hoping to get it. Like, I flew from California for that. But they're gonna be the second and the third places. The prizes are not going to be much, but it's something, so I'll be back there soon to see maybe we could win something. But damn, that's sad. Like, entrepreneurship is hard, fundraising is very hard. It's much harder than corporate job, but much more exciting at some point.
Concept stage team wins.
Then they announced the teams that placed third and second, and as you can probably tell from the look on our faces, it wasn't us. Mood absolutely zero. not going to fake it anyhow. Even though I smile, it's like, nope. I just want to come back to California to finish the program, and that's exactly what I did. Welcome to San Francisco. You enjoying, guys?
Yes. There you go.
Of course, in San Francisco, we had to take a Waymo. Waymo is a self-driving car service. You can actually order like a regular ride in the city. So there are a few changes in Waymo comparing to the previous year. First of all, now it starts driving itself without the guys put the seatbelt on. For example, last summer it didn't even start driving until they put the seatbelts on. Later they did, and still super cool, still amazing, guys. If you're San Francisco, I think it's a must try it. It's super unique experience, and yeah, that's the future already. On Friday, we visited Uber's office, which, just like Google, offered tons of perks, including delicious food and even a smoothie bar. Not a bad place to work, right? So tell me, friends, if you had to choose, would you rather work at Google or Uber? All these offices have such a gorgeous view. Look, just look at this. Not so many people on Friday at all.
So the strategy for Uber is we want to build the partnerships with Waymo and others.
And to finish the day, we had inspiring talks from the co-founder of BeReal and the co-founder of Logitech. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I will be honest, didn't feel much yesterday because it was just physically very tough. I slept 4 hours in 2 days, and I could see like my heart was hurting a little bit. I was super sleepy, so honestly, after the last lectures, I just went home and I took some slices of pizza and I knocked out. So I slept very good 9 hours right now, and we are going to a new lecture, and it's going to be in a very interesting place. I actually walked past it on Monday. It's an Italian-American museum, so the program rented it out, and they're going to be networking event, lectures today, so I'm very excited. But before that, I saw something so unique that I never seen in the US or any other country. It's a golden coat coffee place. So basically there is a latte with the milk, like goat milk, and I used to drink it when I was a kid, so it's like have very specific taste, and I never seen this in any other countries other than Russia, so we just have to try it right now. The taste was definitely unique and bold. Probably not for everyone, but personally I like it. On our last day of the fellowship, we listened to the stories from people at Meta, Netflix, Tesla, and a few other amazing speakers. We ended up the day with a networking event where we got to connect with everyone in more relaxed and informal setting. And it's officially the last day in San Francisco and California. Already in probably 10 hours we're going back. Again, 6 hours flight, but at least this time it's a direct flight, which is good. And now I'm in a very interesting place. I'm in the Asian Art Museum. I was thinking between two places, either MoMA, the Modern Art Museum, and this one, but we have MoMA in New York, so I wanted to see something else, and the museum is definitely interesting. The only thing that I found that I was expecting there gonna be more paintings, but it's mostly the sculptures. The price for students was $14, for adults it's $20, which I found quite reasonable. I would also like to talk about San Francisco metro system, which I honestly disliked. First of all, the prices vary depending on how far you're going. And second, the city has two different metro companies with separate pricing and tickets that aren't compatible with each other, and you cannot pay with Apple Pay or cards. I found that very inconvenient. I haven't seen anything like that in other countries. I couldn't come back to New York after going to Silicon Valley without visiting the Stanford University, and that's exactly where we're going right now. Speaking of prices, from San Francisco's train station called Millboro to Palo Alto, the ticket costs $6. However, when you pay with this transport card, it's gonna charge you $12. And therefore, when leaving the train, you need to tap your phone and return the rest of the money. So the ticket would cost just $6. Stanford, baby! The first impression that the territory is gigantic. We're walking for, I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes, and we still haven't seen any buildings. And after 20 minutes walking, we finally reached the campus.
Blue is the color of the sky. All my life there's been commotion.
I can't believe, but I'm in Stanford, and this vibe, it's something undescribable. Like, look at this building behind me, it's so pretty. And I actually have a dream. If one day I would decide to do PhD or any other masters, that's the university where I want to go. And maybe right now it seems absolutely like impossible, but I already made it to the US with the scholarship, so it's a good proof that everything is possible. So maybe one day I will start making more vlogs from here already as a student.
Listen closer's rhythm all around you. Hold it close, don't let it go.
Imagine go to study here or live here.
There's a whole bunch of like clay buildings. I haven't seen this much, like clay bricks. So they have a whole like, it's giving like Spanish, very old school Spanish designs with the clay walls, and then these are red brick tiles for the roofs. So it's a nice spacious campus. It looks like a bunch of the students are inside with their like finals. So I'd like to come back one day to just feel the student vibe once everybody's out and about.
Never seen such huge universities. Like, it's an actual town. I think most people have cars here. Otherwise, I don't know, like, you're gonna be very trained going from campuses to campuses. And then it was time to check out the local art gallery. Always free. Love that.
Find out it's the only thing you need. Sit right here next to me. There's nothing, no, there's nothing we should do. Sit right here next to me. There's nothing, no, there's nothing we should do.
If you are from the USA, which university do you like the most in terms of like the campus structure? I think Stanford probably my top right now. In the end of the trip, I tried one of the best pokeballs I've ever had. Now time to pick up some coffee and already go back to San Francisco. And we're already in the airport. This trip definitely was super unique and very memorable, but there was so much networking. Guys, I just want to lay down in my bed for a week and not talking to anyone after this. It was definitely tiring. San Francisco and Silicon Valley have such a certain amazing energy that I love, that everybody wants to change the world, to create something super unique. And it even stands out immediately from the streets. In the cities like New York, you're surrounded by ads for lawyers, but in San Francisco, it's all AI products and tech startups. I love this. I really would like to be surrounded by that more here in New York, so hopefully it's gonna happen. As for now, my friends, I really hope that you enjoyed the video, and if so, please don't forget to push the like button, leave the comment. I reading all of them, and I always enjoy talking to you there. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, it's time to do it, and let's explore the world together. Shall we?